I was asked recently how I would go about drawing a Stickley Style leg, which, as opposed to being solid, has four quarter sawn faces, and they're actually hollow in the center. I'll show two different methods. First is just using simple miter joints. The second would be using a lock miter joint. A lock miter joint would be more likely what we would use in the shop. But we'll show the miter joint first. I just made a rectangle down here that's 4 inches by 7/8 inches. And I'm just going to push-pull this up, say 20 inches or so. Now we'll get the protractor tool. We're just going to lay out the miter joints by putting some construction guidelines at each corner. And from here we'll just trace over that with our line tool. And using push-pull we'll create the miters and then double click on this one. Now I'm going to make this into a component. Then using our guidelines, the intersection here is actually going to be the pivot point for making copies. So we'll get our copy tool here. Our component is still selected. So we'll use this pivot point, come out a little ways, and hit the control key to make a copy. Just swing that out 90 degrees, and before we do anything we'll hit *3. That makes 3 copies of the original. That's how it would look doing the miter joint. Now for the lock miter, I drew the same rectangle. We'll push-pull that up 20 inches. And this is just the top face. And I already laid out a bunch of guidelines. These will actually be setting me up for tracing the profile of a 45-degree lock miter router bit. So let's just get our line tool. This is a component, and I'm drawing this on the outside of the component. I did not open up the component for editing. So I'm just going from guide point to guide point, and this is going to create a new face. Let's just get rid of the lock miter guides. So now I'm just going to select all of this, and we're going to move this, or copy it, down our right axis to this point, and then we actually want to go ahead and rotate this. We'll stay on face here. We're going to rotate that 90 degrees. So now let's select both of these, and we're going to copy that onto our clipboard. Actually, I can go ahead and cut those two then. We're going to open this up for editing. And using paste in place, puts those back in there. And this is now within the component. So now we can get our push-pull tool. And that's our one component. And all we need to do on this is similar to what we did previously. Was select it, get our rotate tool, make a copy, which is we're doing a radial array. Take that out 90 degrees, and then make 3 copies of it. And there you have it.